NewsRadio This Week.
The Central Bank of Sri Lanka decided to float the rupee against the US dollar to not more than 230 rupees. The central bank set an exchange rate limit of 230 rupees to the dollar, effectively allowing a currency depreciation it hopes will attract investment and remittances to help ease the worst financial crisis in years. The central bank also decided to pay an additional premium of 38 rupees for every US dollar sent by expatriate workers through approved channels. Meanwhile, experts predicted prices of all import items to increase due to the depreciation of the rupee. The Lanka Indian Oil Corporation increased fuel prices once again on Friday, the 11th of March. The fuel price hike marks the highest fuel hike in the history of Sri Lanka. Accordingly, a litre of all types of diesel will increase by 75 rupees and a litre of all types of petrol will increase by 50 rupees. A litre of 92 octane will be sold at 254 rupees, while a litre of diesel will be sold at 214 rupees. This is the first instance in Sri Lanka's history that the price of petrol has exceeded the 250 rupee mark and the price of a litre of diesel has exceeded 200 rupees. This is the third time in 32 days that Lanka IOC has increased fuel prices. Wheat flour prices in the country have been increased. A kilogram of Prima wheat flour has been increased by 40 rupees, while a kilogram of Serendip wheat flour has been increased by 35 rupees. Agents claim that the price of a kilogram of wheat flour, which was sold at 120 rupees, will increase to 160 rupees with the new price hike. An official informed that the increase in the value of the dollar led to the increase in wheat flour prices. A gazette notification was issued restricting the import of 367 non-essential goods to Sri Lanka without a valid license. The Department of Imports and Exports Control said the restrictions will come into effect from midnight on Wednesday, the 9th of March. Among the restricted items are apples, grapes, oranges, cheese, as well as water, foreign liquor and cosmetics. In addition, restrictions have also been imposed on footwear, musical instruments, sporting goods and household appliances. The Government Information Department issuing a statement said economists believe the restrictions on imports will help manage the country's economic situation to an optimal level and create better financial stability. Minister Finance Basil Rajapaksa informed heads of local government authorities to switch off street lights until the 31st of March as a means of saving electricity. The minister also instructed to take all possible measures to save energy. Minister Rajapaksa said the directives were issued owing to the increasing fuel prices and the lack of rains experienced in the country that have posed a serious challenge in generating power. The Secretary to the Ministry of Public Services, Provincial Councils and Local Government J.J. Rathnasiri issued a special circular to the heads of state institutions with strict guidelines pertaining to the use of electricity and fuel at state institutions in the face of the prevalent fuel and power crisis. The circular proposed suspending supply of fuel in excess of the amount currently allocated to official vehicles of ministers, parliamentarians and state officials. Heads of institutions were advised to limit inviting officials who use state vehicles for special conferences and discussions to Colombo and to only invite such officials when absolutely necessary. Meanwhile, the circular calls on state institutions to turn off air conditioning systems for 2 hours from 2:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. and use fans instead of air conditioning systems whenever possible. The Personal Data Protection Bill was passed in Parliament on Wednesday, the 9th of March with amendments. The bill was presented by State Minister of Digital Technology and Enterprise Development Namal Rajapaksa. State Minister Rajapaksa termed the bill as a progressive legislation and requested the support of all corners in Parliament. Lohan Rathnasiri was sworn in as the State Minister of Warehouse Facilities, Container Yards, Port Supply Facilities and Ports and Shipping Industry Development. He took oaths before President Gotabaya Rajapaksa on Thursday, the 10th of March at the Presidential Secretariat. The post was left vacant after parliamentarian Jayantha Samaravira on Tuesday resigned from his state ministerial post. Lohan Rathnasiri also holds the post of State Minister of Gem and Jewellery related industries.
NewsRadio This Week.